Okay, one thing I want to go over with you before we start the trail ride, that's tire pressure. Maximum pressure on these tires is 30 pounds. If you look on the sidewall of the tire, it says that. Now, they came delivered with 25 pounds, and that is so hard that even on a street, you just get constant going like this. Now, I've lowered my pressure to 20 pounds, and that's where I can barely dent the tire. And I think you'll get better handling on the trails somewhere between 15 and 20 pounds depending on your body weight. One other thing, a lot of people are looking at bikes, and I won't mention the brand because I think it's a good bike. It's a lot cheaper than these, a little less than $900, but it doesn't have a front knee action. And if you look on mine, you come in real close, you'll see my fork has been going up and down about 1.5 inches just on streets. So that tells you how valuable a knee action is, a Springer fork, when riding, as far as comfort goes, because it really gets like this, and I expect it'll be up into here on the trail ride. So I'm going to get loaded up with some cameras. I'm going to be wearing my GoPro and a 360, and we're going to take off. Get back to you in a minute. Okay guys, we're off and running. Yeah, I see right now my 360 ain't gonna work. It's not working because the little holder on the handlebar. I'll do it by hand. I was gonna hand hold it here, but I'm too unstable. I couldn't do the hand holding and the holding the handlebars and the holding the camera and everything else at the same time, so I had to quit on that. And we're off and running. As you can see, the 360 didn't last long. I had to clear it away. I'm at level 1 and I'm in 3rd gear. Now this is a pretty smooth trail. But we're still getting a lot of bounce on the front end. But I'm glad I don't have so much air in my tire. And I'm glad I got a Springer fork on the front end. Doing 14 miles an hour. 14 miles an hour is about as fast as I wanted to go on this loose gravel. It's slipping and sliding a lot. And it's great to be out here in the woods. I just switched to 4th gear. By lowering the tire pressure, you need extra traction on the gravel. Yeah, this is not a downhill racer, but I feel very comfortable out here on these trails. Wow, that was rough.
If you're looking for a downhill racer, the SoHoo is not the bike to buy. But still, it's a lot of fun to get out on the trails and ride around.
I'm still level 1 economy mode. And I'm in 4th gear. We're going up a little hill here. Not much.
The motor on the SoHoo is a 500 watt motor. And first gear, level 1, is just about all the power that you need, even on some of these steep hills.
Got a little slippery there.
I actually thought I was going to lose it right there.
I don't have knee pads and I don't have elbow pads. And I'm not much for riding trails like this without them.
The old saying is, it's not if you go down, it's when you go down.
We've gone 7/10 of a mile.
This hill here is really steep, much steeper than it looks on the video.
Well, what do you think? It's a pretty good hill here. It's pretty steep. I don't know if that shows that on the camera or not. But I'm in 4th gear and I went to level 2. And it went right up it.
Different camera angle will give you a better idea of how steep the hills are. Because I'm really going down there. Heavy on the brake. Because it's rough. And you're slip sliding away. But the SoHoo handled it real well. Coming back, I was in 4th gear, level 1, and then coming up this hill, as I said, I went to level 2. Still stayed in 4th gear, had no problem.
I'm going to switch the camera to the go like crazy mode. That was some time lapse. I'm back to normal now, and I think one thing you want to watch when you're on loose soil, gravel, go easy on the front brake. Use your rear brake mostly. You get your front wheel sliding, you don't have any control at all. Well, that was 2.1 miles. We're back to the car. And I'm going to turn the camera off and just enjoy the ride. So I'll catch up with you a little later.
In this last segment here, I'll turn the image stabilization down on the GoPro because I wanted to see how rough the trails really were and how the SoHoo was handling on the trails. The GoPro did a real good job of smoothing things out earlier, but as you can see, the trails are a lot rougher than what they looked like originally. But it was a good time, had a lot of fun. It's always good to get out in the woods.
Got over 5 miles in. Time to take it back to the barn.
In this area we have over 200 miles of trails, and most of them are pretty easy walking, not too bad, but some of them are really a challenge. I've done some hills that I had to make 3 or 4 runs before I could get up.
Now here's the reason why you bring a toolkit. Look at that. Loose, loose, loose. They got loose out on the trail. I don't know if you can see it or not. That's the kickstand. Oh, I almost lost those bolts. Should have checked those. That's why I got a toolkit right there. I can tighten those up before I go. Well, that's a trail ride on the SoHoo fat tire. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, you hear my phone going off. It's a lot of fun. We enjoyed the ride this morning. I rode a little over 5 miles. It works well. Works well on loose soil and gravel. And anyway, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and we'll catch you on the rebound. I'm gonna load up and go home.